A couple of years ago, I played a game that I really liked. It was sort of a ATV SSX, and it was called Pure. Now apparently you've been playing a new ATV game called Nailed. And from everything I've seen...
I don't know what it is with the one-syllable names of games like that.
Me neither. But from what I've seen of the game, it really looks like Pure. So why should I play this game?
Well, you shouldn't. Well, no, I mean that's overly harsh, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
It's a off-road racer. Mm-hmm. You go on ATVs or motocross bikes. You can pick and choose yourself. There's no real difference between them. You know what it tries to do to set it apart from other games is that it goes really, really, really fast. It's insanely fast. There's no speedometer, but you know it doesn't really matter. You feel like you're going 500 miles an hour all the time. And
awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it also has a very casual relationship with gravity. So
even more awesome.
Yeah, you're like riding along the side of a dam, ain't no problem. And there are many jumps that are at least 200, 300, 400 meters in height. There's one level where you fly over windmills.
So rather the question should be, why should I not play this game?
The thing is, as fun as it is at first, and it is fun at first, it's really fun at first. But after a couple of hours, you've seen all the levels, and it sort of runs out of gas.
Oh.
Because there's just not a lot of depth to it. The driving model, the speed sensation is awesome, but the driving is like almost too easy. There's a brake button that you never ever have to use. A couple of levels where once in a while you might have to let go of the gas, just to make a sharp corner, but that's about it. That's about it. And it's really generous with its boost meter, so you're always going at top speed pretty much. Mm. And there's just something missing. It lacks variety.
Okay, yeah, because Pure had
that
combo skill system going for it, and by that way you charge up your boost and could do even more insane tricks. But Nail doesn't have anything.
You can do one trick, which is riding on the back wheels. And then you get awarded for doing these boost feats, like do a perfect landing after a jump, or knock 4 guys, or go through these orange gates that are in places, and they feel a little random. You don't feel like you really have control of what's happening except going through the gates. So it's a game with a lot of fireworks, but a very small variety in its fireworks.
So is there like a proper campaign where you can actually achieve stuff?
Yeah, there's this sort of tournament style thing where start in one location and then you do a bunch of races there, and then you unlock the next location where you can do more races. And then after the first tier, there's a new tier with more races. And then as you progress, once in a while there's a race with some kind of mutator on it. They call it like infinite boost, or no colliding with other players. You can just go right through them. And there's a sort of stunt race thing where you have to do these boost feats. And you get a major bonus for getting over the finishing line first, so it's basically just a race again, with more emphasis on going through the gates. And that's really all there is to the campaign.
How about multiplayer?
It has online multiplayer. And online multiplayer actually has a problem in my opinion, because you crash a lot unless you're really good at the game. In the campaign, single player, there's like a 1 or 2 second delay, and then you're on your way again. In multiplayer, it's more like 5-6 seconds, which means if you're up against someone with a minimum amount of skill, who's a little better than you, you will probably lose, and you crash a couple of times, you'll probably lose with about a minute or something.
That seems insane.
Yeah, because there's no rubber banding or anything you can do. I mean, no rubber banding is a plus, but there's no. It sort of feels like Mario Kart, but without the power-ups. Yeah. So once you get behind, all you can really do is hope that the guy in front will mess up, and then you can overtake him. And so it gets a little boring.
So hearing this, is there any reason that people interested in this sort of game should pick this instead of the 2-year-old and probably much cheaper Pure?
Yeah. No. Not. I mean, it's. I did have fun for a couple of hours, 3 or 4 hours, something like that, and then there was nothing left to really do other than do the same stuff again and again and again. So I mean, if you can find it for cheap, maybe, but it's not a game I would recommend if you're looking for the next awesome racer or something like that.